join me on Terror Machine. This will be your February love in general reading. Is just whatever comes out for the sign of Leo. I'm gonna go ahead and start the reading, but the decks I'm using is the Revelation Tarot. Let me show you that. That's that one. And I'm going to use to clarify is 8 tarot. So let me go ahead and get this reading started for the sign of Leo and see what they're going to be working with in the month of February. See what they're going to come across with, or what's going to kind of hit them from the blind side. So this could be for sun, moon, and rising. This can also be they're not gender specific, so they can be for male or female. So we can go ahead. Oh, your first card flipped out. You have the King of Cups. King of Cups in reverse. So what it is you may be starting off the month kind of off kilter emotionally, and this can be towards a job, or it could be towards a relationship. And if it's a relationship, either somebody feel this about you, or you feel like this towards somebody else, that you just ain't having a feeling towards a current situation that you in, or relation wise or job wise. It got your emotions down, or it has you kind of feeling hurt about something. So let's go ahead and get some more cards and see how the story is going to play out. You got the Hermit in reverse. So the Hermit in reverse is saying that usually the Hermit goes within themselves and kind of use self-reflection to kind of solve a situation that's going around. What I'm getting is that, one, you're not in the mode to be by yourself. Number two, you're looking for outside sources to solve an issue that you feel that hits you close to heart and has not sit well. Either in a relationship, somebody could be doing this to you, Leo, you doing this to somebody else, or in a job situation, you could be out and about searching for something new when it comes to a job, or trying to get a new feeling about the current job you own. The next card you have is the Judgment in reverse. So if this is a relationship, it's showing that somebody is, either you're doing this, Leo, or somebody's doing this to you, is being real judgmental when it comes to something you may be bringing up that you have an emotional concern about. And if you in a relationship, you bringing it up and somebody is basically smashing it, or they're not trying to hear reason on it, or they're not trying to give you fair balance on it. Either you're doing this, Leo, to somebody doing this to you. If it's a job, or you trying to get another job, you passing critical judgment on whatever is coming at you. But you could be doing this because the Hermit is also a thinking card when he goes in himself. Maybe because you're not getting the information, or you're not really thinking about it. You making snap decisions and snap judgments on stuff. So let's just go ahead and get another card and see what's playing. Oh, that's kind of cool. The Wheel of Fortune and upright. So maybe, let me start with the job thing. Maybe you is bringing up, for example, you bringing up something at the job that you feel like is not unfair or balanced and stuff, and you're rushing to go ahead and bring it to light and stuff to somebody. What it is it's causing a change. It's causing a change for somebody to move something in a certain direction, either for yourself in the company or as the company as a whole. If it's a love relationship, because all you being judgmental on what is happening, maybe is causing, either you're doing this, Leo, or somebody's doing this to you, is causing the person to want to take action to make changes for the relationship, so the relationship can stay intact or stay in balance, or they either stay together. But whatever you're passing judgment on that you feel needs to be brought up is making a change. So let's go ahead and see what else you got. Wow. Five of Swords in the upright. Okay, Five of Swords in the upright is saying if you're in a relationship, whoever you in a relationship with, either Leo, they doing this to you or you doing this to them. They is trying to fight to make it work at any cost. That's what I'm hearing. So this, whatever information you brought to them or you set something in motion, has something turning, but the person will do anything to make it work. So either you're doing this, Leo, they doing it to you. If it's a job thing, what it's saying is that basically whatever changes you made at the job or brought up to somebody at the job for them to make changes, it started everybody catfighting to get their place in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to win now. So the game is the game. It got gamed up basically because they're trying to rush to. I ain't gonna say clean up an issue, but try to rush to make everything right. But they're gonna do some weird stuff. You might see some weird stuff play out that they will do it at any cost. You know what I'm saying? To rectify the issue. Wow. Okay. You got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So what it's saying is, let me start with the relationship first. What it's saying is, whatever thing that you said that you had an emotional concern about, and you brought up the negative, you rushed and did it, it made a change, but it also made the person, either you're doing this, Leo, to somebody, or they doing it to you, made them go within themselves. Oh, maybe I have to work this issue out by myself. I can't work this issue out as a couple. I got to go back into myself because apparently you must have brought up something about a particular thing that this person was doing. That's what I'm hearing. It was like a deliberate aim at that one person, and it made that person say, wait a minute, if I'm going to make this relationship work, I better go back and kind of work on something myself before I kind of can clean up the issue. If this is a job thing, all it's saying is whatever changes or whatever you said to somebody at the job to kind of put something in effect, it got everybody separated. They're not going to work in a group. They're going to each work on their own thing. They're going to be standoffish. They ain't going to want no help from nobody because everybody's in this mode that they trying to win at whatever had got thrown on the table. Everybody's trying to win. So it's basically fight for the fittest. Basically, that's what it ends up saying because everybody is taking their own stance and doing their own thing to try to get their piece in on whatever was thrown out. So let me go ahead and get some clarifiers to see what's jumping off. Okay, you got the Eight of Cups and the upright. Wow. Whatever. Let me start with relationship. Either Leo, you doing this, or somebody doing this to you because this emotional issue got brought up and it's all about trying to make it work, or they rather go by themselves. What I'm hearing is they rather I ain't gonna say break camp from the relationship. They want to take some time off to work this issue. So they decided to kind of walk away from the issue to kind of, one, tie down the feelings that's going around, and number two, to work on themselves. Either Leo, you're doing this, or somebody's doing this. The one thing I don't see is they're rushing to do it. Other than the Hermit, that usually goes in themselves, but even if the Hermit comes out, they're not rushing. You know what I'm saying? They're not rushing. They're gonna bring it out, but they're not in a super fast pace to try to clean it up. So this person is thinking about walking away because fives are thought cards. So they thinking about walking away just to kind of work the individual issue out. Either Leo, you're doing this, or they doing this to you. If it's a job thing, you expect the fight of the fittest is going to end up making people leave. That's what it is. It's like it's going to be too much for them. The whole competition, and I got to win at any cost, and I'm getting stomped over when this process is happening. Is either a person is going, you're going to see some people vacate camp and get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Because the fight may be too much for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all this to try to get to this new position, or try to get to this coin, or try to get what I want up out of this, and I'm fighting with all these other people and they have the same mindset. This is not going to work. You know, this is not going to crunk down for me. So I'm not feeling it. So let me just go on and spend my energy doing something else that doesn't require this cat fight. That's it. Wow. Nine of Wands in the upright. Wow. Nine of Wands in the upright, usually in the reverse, from it being in reverse, is that it's like you came in from battle. Now you can sit back, watch everything that happened, and kind of reflect on the past stuff that happened to get you to that point. But when it's in the reverse, what it's saying is there's no stopping. Once the ball hit the table, it is no stopping what was set in course. Wheel of Fortune. It's not, you can't stop it. Once it was said, put up out there, the judgments was laid up out there, you can't stop it. This could be either for a relationship or your job. It's just saying that the ball is in everybody's court. Now it's time for the fighting. It's time to not slow down, basically. No time for reflection, no time to slow down. Just get to it. Either, and if this is a relationship, it's really saying this person is going to walk away, to separate. Either Leo, you doing this, or they doing this to you. They is really set on breaking camp to work on themselves. But I don't see, I'm trying to see if it's a card, if this person, either you or somebody doing this to you, is going to second guess running out the door, because they really want to run out the door and work on this, because it was brought up and they figure that if they work on it, it's going to make something better. But they really want to break camp like real bad, and something is keeping them from breaking camp. That's what I'm hearing. Wow. Okay, the Two of Swords in reverse with the Judgment. That's already saying critical. That somebody dropped some serious notes on something. Let's start with the relationship first. Leo, you did this, or somebody did this to you. Whatever they brought up, it was a serious matter to them. It was dead dog serious. It was like, no, I'm not gonna let that slide. This is what's got tossed at me. This is what I'm bringing up to you. You either gonna work this out, or this is just leaving a nasty taste in my mouth. They made it definite that it was no go on whatever was brought up to him. It was no go. It was just like, no, I'm not, no. You know what I'm saying? Either Leo, you doing this to somebody, or somebody doing this to you. You know what I'm saying? They took a stance. They really put that wall up. I'm hearing a wall got put up on you, or you put a wall up on somebody else, because the situation, I'm hearing the situation is not the way you want it. It's just not at the way you are used to being in a relationship. I ain't gonna say it's off kilter. I'm saying that it is not the ideal of what you want. You know what I'm saying? It's like you molding it. You know what I'm saying? And this could be for somebody, and this is a rare few that might be in a new relationship. They're trying to like craft it. They trying to like just mold it to the way they want it, and It's just not, the clay is not moving. You're putting water on it, you're spinning it, and you're trying to mold it, and it's just not, it's not turning out the way it's supposed to. That's what I'm hearing. Either Leo, you doing this, or somebody doing this to you. If it's a job thing, the game is on. Basically, the game is on. Everybody formed their opinion. Even you did at this job or the current job or going to a new. You formed your opinion, and everybody is stuck to it. Everybody's stuck to it. It was put out there. Everybody made an instant judgment call on it, and they brain switched to be stuck on it. I'm stuck on it. You can't move me off this point of view. It is what it is. So, okay, page of coins. Okay. Page of coins with the wheel of fortune in the upright. Both of them upright. Let me start with the relationship. Whatever was put out there, somebody threw a little penny on the table to make it move. That's what it did. Somebody threw a little coin at it and basically offered something. Maybe this page says, well, since everything ain't working right at this job, maybe I will throw out a little extra money out on it, and let's see how this works. But how he threw this money out made it open. So everybody's trying to fight for it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm going to throw it out and see who wants it, but it's on all y'all. I'm just going to throw it out and make the offer of it being there on the table. And that's what it seemed like on a job thing. If it's a relationship thing, what I'm getting is, and I'm finna definitely put it up out there, this person, whoever thinking is to walk away and work on some stuff on their own to try to do anything to make this relationship work, is figuring, one, they need to work on their finances. Number two, that maybe buying you can kind of wash out the issue. Those are the two things. Leo, you're doing this, or somebody's doing this to you. The whole problem is, I'm not getting that car they rushing to do it. I'm getting a car that whoever put the idea out there was quick to do it and don't pay attention to it, or pay attention to the message that was really being dropped. I get that, but I'm not getting that in a relationship, that this person is trying to buy their way out the doghouse. I'm not getting it. I'm just not getting it. Let me pull some more cards and maybe it will tell me something. Yeah, this is a relationship thing. You got the Ace of Cups in the upright for the Five of Swords. Let me start with the relationship. Leo, you're doing this, they doing this to you. They're fighting and they want to make this relationship work. You know what I'm saying? They're going to jump through hoops, fire, anything to make this work, as long as they get the renewal on the relationship. If it's a new relationship, let's try it this way. This person is going to do everything to get your attention so you can be wrapped up in their rapture. They finna do everything. They're going to wine and dine you. They're going to take you to the movies. They're going to spend a little coin on you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make sure you do that. Your emotions, you might feel uneasy about it. I'm getting that too. But they're going to make sure they're going to do something to make sure you don't walk away. They kind of fixated on you. I'm hearing they fixated on you somehow. They stuck on you. You must got that good stuff, because they fixated on you to a point that they don't want you to walk away. You're thinking about walking away because maybe this new person you getting with is making you uneasy, but you're not trying. They don't want you to walk away. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to walk away for this job. Now I'm hearing this weird ass message. Somebody put this ball in effect at your job. Somebody threw an extra penny out there so then get these people to jump. You know, you got co-workers or somebody around you that love this shit. They love it. They love seeing people fight to get their way. You know what I'm saying? At a job. They love it. They love it. I'm telling you, they love it. They love seeing people kind of slit each other's throat for a come up. That's what I'm hearing. I usually won't say that, but they loving it. They threw the ball out there. It's in everybody's court. Get it, and then they sitting back watching it, and they love it. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, six of pentacles. I mean, six of swords in the upright. Wow. Remember I said on the job front, this cat fight is going to have some people moving and getting out of Dodge because the cat fight is going to be too much for them. Here it go. Six of swords. Moving on to something new. Leaving the past behind that may have not worked out for them, but going to move to something else because the new thing can have no emotional attachment to it. They're walking away from it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to take that much thought to walk into something new, and the decision is made. So they tired of this cat fight. You're going to see some co-workers, either you're going to see some co-workers leaving, or Leo, you're leaving. It is what it is. This cat fight at this job doing way too much. Way too much. Let me go and get up out of here. Plus, you got an on-stalker. I mean, you got a boss or a assistant manager, or you got some, power person at this job that's watching y'all fight over this. I mean, literally fight over it and loving it. And loving it. I mean, not getting enough of watching y'all fight over it. I mean, let's just push the button. Let's just push the button and watch them fight. Wow, that's a dirty job. If this is a relationship, Leo, you could be doing this, or somebody could be doing this to you. They is really making a decision with the Six of Pentacles of not working with somebody, in reverse, not working with somebody and moving on, is to work on themselves before coming back on this relationship thing. They really think they really ready to jump ship. They're going to jump ship and work on themselves. I don't think y'all breaking up. I think this is more of time alone for reflection. You know what I'm saying? Because with these two cards, they ain't even had time to sit back and really think of what they have, good or bad, in the relationship. And maybe they need this time away to kind of reflect of what they have in their vicinity when it comes to being in a one-on-one relationship. Either you're doing this, Leo, or they doing this to you. Let's see your story getting real juicy. Wow. The Hangman. In the reverse. Wow. Somebody leaving. Okay, this is going to be for relationship and for job. Somebody leaving. Somebody is leaving. They usually the Hangman upright is they up there suspended, and they got a 360 view on everything that's going around, because once you in the air, you can see everything around yourself, everything backwards, but it depends on what kind of trapeze you're hanging on. Sometimes if you see Cirque du Soleil, they going around in circles, so you can see everything. The problem is, and you can weigh the pros and cons. Apparently, they already weighed it, they seen it, and they made a decision to be quick to book. And I'm telling you, with this job, it's this boss loving this cat fight, and getting down real hard to win. Somebody can't take it. Some co-workers you dealing with can't take it, or you may not be able to take it. The knives are out. Knives are out. They cutting throats. They literally cutting throats. I'm like, wow, okay. Wow. In a relationship, yeah, they really made a decision to walk away and try to work on themselves, because they really is not trying to work on the relationship with you. They feel like it's something with them, and it could be the way you came across. That's why I'm hearing this is the way you came across and dropped that little word on them that made them go and think, well, it must be me. You know what I'm saying? Either they did this to you, Leo, or you did this, or they did this to you. Okay, the King of Cups and the upright. Wow, for the Hermit. Okay. Now a monkey wrench got thrown in your stuff. Okay, you went from the knight to a king. Okay, let me go and do this for the relationship. Whatever was brought up, it may been that you brought up an issue that one, the person may not, I'm hearing the person may not have been affectionate, or the person was kind of cold. The dude or female may be one to go away and work on her emotional issues and come back with their emotions intact for the relationship. I'm only hearing that with a few, but that's what it seems like to me when the king comes up. It's like it's an emotional issue that got thrown in somebody's face, and the person is saying, whoa, and maybe the person realized they are like that. You know what I'm saying? So they want to break camp and work this issue out without working it out with you per se, because they know it's an individual thing within themselves. That's what I'm hearing. Leo, you doing this to somebody doing this to you. If it's a job thing, what I'm hearing is because somebody made a decision to vacate camp, they're going to feel emotionally better after they get out the door from the cat fight. Because apparently you mulled over it, you thought about it, you're rushing to do it because this cat fighting just doesn't, it's not working for you. You know what I'm saying? There's coworkers that are happy with the knives out thing at the job. But I'm getting you're not happy with it. You know what I'm saying? Even though a little penny was thrown on the table, you still not happy on it. You probably passed a judgment once the penny was on the table and saying, well, man, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? You should be trying to promote or do something on anarchy or years of service or something. No, you just going to throw out a little bit more coin and watch these people trying to reboot their careers up and catfight for it. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of just like, oh no, I'm cool. I mean, if I get out of here, I know I'll be a little bit better because I won't be around all this competitiveness. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you may be happy. I'm hearing this too. Maybe you're happy with the competitiveness because you is a fire sign and you sure have that fire. And when you want to put somebody in the flame, depending on what it is, you gonna put them in the flame and you be at your straight element. So this could be working in your favor too. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing that too. Let me get another card because y'all getting down real bad. Whoa, okay. The King of Wands in reverse for the 2. That's the card I was waiting for. That was the card I was waiting for. Leo, they're doing this to you, or you doing it to them, or they doing this to you. If this is a relationship, I told you. Remember I said early, they don't want to walk away. They want to work on the issue. They just want to break. They don't want to break all the way with, cut off the relationship. But they do want to walk away to work on themselves. But they're doing it slow. I'm telling you, they're doing it slow. They want to do it, but they're not doing it. Because maybe they don't want to do it because they feel that your emotions going to get out of whack. But they really don't know that if it's going to work on the relationship and you're going to do anything to get it to make it happy, that your emotion is perfectly fine with it. You know what I'm saying? That seems like that's not being brought to life. If we have to separate for a hot minute for you to work on your issue, hey, I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. I'm together about that. Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It seems like that reassurance has not been dropped on the table. That's what I'm hearing. Because whoever either Leo, you doing this to somebody, or somebody's doing this to you. You know what I'm saying? If it's a job thing, if you're going to change jobs because of this cat fight, you're not making it obviously known, or you're just not moving in that direction yet. I see if you thinking about it, if you're thinking about moving on, you're doing it slow because you got the six of swords on moving away, but your actions is very slow. It's like, okay, you made a decision to do it. You know what I'm saying? No matter how the judgment went down, you decided to do it, but it's like, okay, you're stalled of doing it. That's all it is, okay, caught in a quandrum, basically. Because if you decided to do it and you don't do it, you just stuck. You just stuck on making the move. That's all it is. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, now we kind of picking up. You got Seven of Pentacles on the Wheel of Fortune and somebody throwing a penny out there. Job thing first. Whoever, this little boss or this little dude threw this coin out to make a change and set the ball rolling. What I'm hearing is that this little coin, that it can set you up for something. You evaluated it, and this is a job. Leo, you evaluated it and say, well, if I snatch that little coin, it will set me up on, let's just say, I can buy me a new car. Or this little coin that they set me up, well, I always wanted to move to a new apartment. Oh, well, that could be my down payment or whatever. You using that little coin that they threw out to set you up for something else. That's what I'm hearing. You're going to fight for it. You're going to fight for it. And the whole hopes is, if I get that little coin, I'm going to be happy because I set something up. Or I can put that little coin in my 401k. Or I can put that little coin towards my children. Or I can put that little coin towards my girlfriend or my husband or my wife. I can take that little coin and do something with it. So it's making it kind of, you don't want to move from it yet because you already scoped out what that little coin can do for you. That's what I'm hearing when it comes to the job front. When it comes to the relationship, Leo, you doing this or somebody doing this to you, they want to work on a real issue. What I'm hearing is, before they will run out the door, they need more options out there. That's what it is. They need more options on the table. Maybe they kind of don't know which way to go on making the relationship right. They know it needs to be done. You already dropped the hot one on them and say, well, man, this ain't working right. You got them stalled, but maybe, Leo, you doing this or somebody else going to do this to you, they're going to offer you some, I guess, tangible solutions. That's what I'm hearing. Tangible, workable solutions to make sure your relationship, it goes cool. If it's a new person and you're not feeling them, maybe the new person is throwing up, I'm hearing different stuff. You don't know how to catch it, but some of it is good to work with when it comes to finding somebody to be in a relationship with. I'm hearing this. Leo, you're doing this to somebody. Somebody doing this to you. Let's go on and do girl. Empress in the upright. Wow. Remember I said control freak? Remember I said a control freak or somebody likes getting off watching some stuff? Empress is a person that's nurturing, and she got power and beauty and also giving birth to a new thing. The birth that this person gave, I'm starting with the job. The birth that they gave birth to a cat fight. That's what they did. Threw this coin on the table, got them fighting all over the board for it. She gave birth to a new situation at the job. Maybe she thinks she gave birth to a situation to get all y'all to work and stuff for little money. How about that? But she got something jumped off at that job. He or she, because these readings is general. They can be male or female. I don't care. But they threw that out there, started the ball rolling, You know what I'm saying? Knowing that she gonna get off on this cat fight, but she's sitting back watching it and seeing it. I mean, she's watching it. Don't get it twisted. That's not a nurturing thing to do at a job, but jobs are cold. Jobs don't have emotion. I'm sorry. Jobs are jobs. Jobs don't adopt feelings other than, I'm talking about job itself, corporation itself, other than the people that work in that building. You know what I'm saying? Or work for that company and have that internal interaction with each other. That's the only feeling that jobs have. But job as a structure has no feeling. None. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because they already driven on the coin thing. They can't have emotion. That's called favoritism. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna scream foul on that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying this is not a nurturing thing this boss did. She did it. I'm gonna say she threw that coin out with good heart, but the way it came out on the table and had people jumping up ended up having a kind of a nasty recourse. And it had nasty recourse for other. It can do it to you, Leo, or your other co-workers. It had a nasty recourse talking about, man, this is too much. I got to leave. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going down too hard for me. You know what I'm saying? Is this a relationship? Remember I told you this person may have been cold? They want to maybe learn how to be more nurturing. Now, I'm not going to wish this on nobody. I just have to bring it up there because I'm getting the thought of it. And I tell everybody, I get the cards, it's downloaded, I'm going to say it. Maybe this person don't want to leave. This person want to leave because they're going to bring up that they're pregnant. And they want to leave because they don't know how you're going to take it. Because it's not being put out of the table. You come in hot and cold. And they don't know how to figure how your emotions up. But they don't want to bring this up. But they don't really know underneath. You will be kind of cool with it. Cause you know what I'm saying? That's what you've been waiting for. You know what I'm saying? That's what you've been waiting for. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was putting in that serious bedroom work. You know what I'm saying? This person may be pregnant and may not want to bring it up. That's where I'm hearing. They may not want to bring it up because they already, y'all might be in a stance of, y'all can't afford it or whatever. And hey, I'm going to tell you straight up, and you better hear me, and you better hear me loud. I don't care. Everybody on YouTube better hear me loud. There's always room for a baby. I'm going to let you know for that. Number two, it doesn't matter if you don't have nothing. Because once that baby's born, it's going to get provided for. Either you're going to do it, the grandparents going to do it, or God is going to do it. Either way it goes, the baby's going to be provided for. You can't make something that's new suffer. It's just not, the cosmos don't work like that. I don't care what a person say. It doesn't work like that. It's a brand new entity on this planet to experience life. Why would it start out hard like that? You know what I'm saying? Unless it has hard parents that's all messed up and stuff. But usually it won't start out hard. That baby will be provided for. But this person seems like they don't want to bring it up to you because they better run away and not bring it up. That's what I'm hearing, because they just don't know how your emotions is at this time. Leo, you're doing this to somebody doing this to you. It is what it is. Because 3, mama, daddy, baby. I'm breaking it all the way down. Moving on to new stuff. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get another one. Wow. Power couple. Yeah. Okay. Starting with relationship first. Emperor. What I'm hearing is, if this is going to be a pregnant thing, Leo, either you're going to do this or this person got to do this to you. They're going to have to tell you, or you have to tell them, that one, you're cool with it. Number two, that you got the power and stance to take this mission on. That's what you need to do. Somebody's mouth ain't opening. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody got something on the table and they mouth ain't opening. You know what I'm saying? And not letting it be brought to light. You know what I'm saying? Because the options to take care of a baby is out there. I mean, they're out there. It is what it is. Plus, you know, if y'all have a baby, y'all is a power couple. Having a baby would change your stuff. I'm not saying go out running and get pregnant. No, I'm not saying that. This is only for a few that is dealing with this situation of somebody running away because they is pregnant and don't want to bring it to the table because they don't know their companion's emotional state at this time. Leo, you're doing this to somebody. Somebody's doing it to you. But apparently y'all is a power couple when it comes to this. It's just getting this on the table and working it out and finding some options. I should stop this reading. Okay. If it's a job thing, it's another person in the fold. That's all I was saying. It's another person in the fold. The Empress may be the underling, but whatever was thrown out at the table came from the top-notch person at the company. Well, you know how people dictate stuff to other people to do. That's what it seems like to me. It ain't that serious, because if you was questioning where this little extra penny came from or who threw it out, you go to this Empress and she said, well, yeah, I talked to these people to do that, but I didn't make the decision. The decision came from the upper boss or whatever. That's what it seems like. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna say. Now, it's some people that may want to move away from this emperor because this emperor I'm getting is stubborn. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to work with nobody. They stubborn, and this could be for a relationship or a job. They want to get away from this emperor because he's stubborn. He's stuck in his ways. You could tell him something, and it just doesn't sink in. You know what I'm saying? That I'm hearing that for a few. It's just not sinking in. Okay, I mean, sometimes you have to drill that head till you get a hole up in it and pour something in it. It is what it is. Let's get the last round going. Yeah, it ain't been put on the table. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it ain't put on the table. The information wasn't put on the table. Okay, I'm gonna start with relationship. Either Leo, you doing this, or they doing this to you. They may want to bring up an issue of cleaning up some stuff, or the person may want to bring up that they pregnant. What it is that the information is not being brought up because they don't know your emotional feelings on it. You know what I'm saying? And, they rather walk away even though they know what's on the table because they molded over. They seen every angle on it. But the one thing is they're not speaking on it. That's what I'm hearing. They're not speaking on it. And that's just the first row. But you want me to break the other row down? Here this go. But on the real underneath surface, you cool with it. You know what I'm saying? You letting time kind of run by to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to figure out if the person's going to bring it up or offer another option or whatever. I don't think you see this baby coming. I don't even think you see this pregnancy coming. I don't even think about it. And the person may not want to bring it up because you displaying some old control freak aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? Leo, you're doing this to somebody doing this to you. If it's a job thing, you know what I'm saying? It's just saying, once the money was thrown on the table, threw it on the table like it was an open gabbit, You have reserve on it because you needed more before you jumped on it. It was like, okay, you kind of the late one to get on it. That's what I'm hearing. You was the late one to get on it. And it's like, okay, once you found out, you said, well, I can set up a penny and stuff with it. Now, you're about to get to swirl reading. I don't usually do swirl readings and intertwine love and whatchamacallit at the same time. I usually read and keep them separate. How about this swirl? Use the late bird to get on it. On this little penny that was thrown out there. Your fortune is changing because you may be in a situation that your wife or girlfriend is pregnant. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna run up. You're gonna run up on that money. Okay, you're gonna run up on that money because you know setting that up is gonna do you some world of good. You have a control freak. You determined to win, to turn something around and make it brand new. You know, for your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, whatever. You're going to make it work. You know what I'm saying? You have trepidation about doing it. So you kind of easing up into it, not really full gauging running on it. But you kind of still uneasy because all the coin was dropped. The description, the job, what you're going to do, none of it hit the table. Only, oh, we're going to make you this offer. That's it. That's all was dropped. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting a clear view on it because they didn't drop the final note on it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't drop the final note. If they dropped the final note, you could have made a clean-cut decision. And apparently, you made a clean-cut decision, but you going into it. When I'm telling you, you going into it slow, you going in it being skeptical. That's it. I mean, that's the tightest swirl I can give you on these cards. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and get some more. I'm loving your reading, though. Yeah, you going in it slow. Queen of Wands in the reverse. If this person's going to approach you, this is a relationship. If they're going to approach you about something that it has something to do with pregnancy or rebuilding a relationship or whatever, and they don't know your feelings, but your real feelings is you cool with it, they're going to eventually come around and drop that bird on it. But the whole thing about it is they're going to make sure they do it slow. So that means whatever information is going to come at you, they're going to spoon feed it to you. It's going to come out in pieces. Leo, you doing this to somebody doing this to you. I mean, they're going to feed this information in pieces to you. It's not going to come out full gauge. You know what I'm saying? Unless somebody, or I get some more cards, you know what I'm saying, that somebody might let the cat out the bag. But if we're talking about this one individual coming up on you, they're going to come real slow with this information. They're going to come real slow with it. It's going to be basically filtered to you. You're going to get a piece here, a piece there, a piece here, a piece there. Leo, you're doing this to somebody doing this to you. Back to the job thing. It's just saying you is being real skeptical of running up on this coin. You want this coin because it could do you a world of good, but because that the final note wasn't dropped on it, or the final piece of information that you want, you keep backpedaling off of it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the star. King of Wands, backpedal, star. This is for love and relationship. Here come another swirl. The star in reverse. What I'm hearing is for all the situations. If it's a pregnancy, you have this person that don't want to come bring you the information has a negative look, or figure is going to have bad luck once the bird is dropped as 100%. You know what I'm saying? This is if somebody's pregnant. If somebody is not pregnant, them wanting to leave and work on their stuff without getting any input from you or their family. They want to work this issue out. They figure if they bring out, I want a book, what happens is it's going to have a negative outcourse on it. That's what I'm hearing. If it's a job thing, because that last it keeps going back to, you didn't get this last piece of information. You didn't get this last piece of information, so you jumping kamikaze up in it, and you passed judgment on it already, on a negative. You got fixated on that. You don't really want to move on it, and you already thinking it may boomerang the wrong way on you. This is what I'm hearing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, somebody ain't dropping no information and they got a perception. I'm finna, for relationship and job. The Ace of Swords in reverse. It's saying that, one, the information ain't been dropped. It's been dropped. If it's been dropped, it's been dropped unclear. It has not been verified. It may not have a substance of truth on it, because you got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. This to me is also friend card too. I know they like the Three of Cups because they like seeing people drunk. That ain't the point. This could be your friends too that dropped the word on something and it wasn't 100. I'm hearing that too. They dropped the word that they swear was bona fide, concrete information. It wasn't. They rushed and did it. They rushed and brought it to light. Ran up on this emperor, ran up on it and dropped it. You know what I'm saying? And dropped this information, but the information was salty. It was faulting somewhere. It wasn't verified. I'm hearing it. It was not verified. It came from a chain. That's what I'm hearing. It came from, you remember the game as a kid, telephone? It came from the telephone line. That's what it did. You know what I'm saying? It started one way, changed, and by the time it got to this emperor, it got messed up. It was like, wait a minute, it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Another reason why, if this is somebody that's pregnant, another reason that the person may not want to bring it up, because their pregnancy is being made hearsay. That's what I'm hearing. It's making it hearsay, but at the same time, your emotions is cool. You know what I'm saying? And on top of it, the information ain't got back to you. It's like it's kikiing all behind you. You know what I'm saying? It's kikiing all behind you. You ain't got the physical word of it, but it's kiki. You may want to rush up and ask the person about it, but you can't, because all the information is going behind you and you don't know what to believe. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hearing if somebody is pregnant and trying to bring up the relationship. If you're not, it's still the same thing. Something you hearing from somebody's friends or something that, oh yeah, did you hear that Betty Boo want to leave Dan and stuff, and they all kikiing about it, but Dan ain't got the information. Betty Boo is still mulling over it, but Dan ain't heard it. But everybody else around him is talking about it. It's like, what? Okay, that's a weird thing, but hey, that's what the spirits is telling me is happening. Lovers in reverse. Wow. 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 You know I'm breathing real deep because I'm waiting for a spirit to tell me what's up with this one. You're happy. Winning at all costs. You got an empress. This is only for a few. Is this a person you did not want to have a baby with? Is that what it is? Because somebody feel like if they bring up this information about this pregnancy, it's going to ruin the relationship. That's what I'm hearing. Because Either y'all haven't worked together enough to build something, the timing is off, and the person don't want to bring the information up because they figure, I know my boyfriend, I know my girlfriend don't want to get pregnant or whatever, and it's just not the right time, and it will send them running away from the relationship. That's what I'm hearing. It's going to send them running away from the relationship because they didn't want that drop right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hearing. If it's a job, either Leo, you doing this to somebody, or they doing it to you. If it's a job thing, what it's saying is, due to all this catfighting, the catfighting at this job that this empress threw out with this little penny and got from the bigger boss to do it, what it is you feeling like you're being wedged out of the job because all this catfighting, it got you not existing the same way at this job. First you had a perfect link with the job, then all of a sudden this catfight hit the table and this extra coin and this everybody fighting to get it. It's like it's wedging you up out of the company. It's a weird. I'm touching this at card, and I'm dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with it as it is, but I'm getting a weird sense that it seemed like once this catfight hit the table, it's like it wedged out. It's wedging you out the company. I don't understand this. It's like it's wedging you out the company. I'm just not hoping that this emperor and empress pass this bad judgment on you. Because it seemed like, because it seemed like somebody is trying to wedge somebody out the company. You may be getting this feeling like they wedging you out the company when it's really just a simple catfight for the coins. That's another thing I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the last card, because that one kind of rattled my nerves. Yeah. Hangman in reverse. Wait a minute. Let's look at this. Where's that other card at? You got the hangman in reverse twice. Twice in reverse. We're not going to end on this because I'm going to pull out another deck. But no. You got the hangman twice. Definitely seeing that somebody, if this is a relationship, weighed the pros and cons about bringing something up that they feel that their companion did not have the emotional stamina to absorb it, but really they do. They are miscalculating the situation. That's what I'm hearing. It keeps ringing. It's a miscalculation. Get that out of your head. Just bring it up and then see what happens. Don't like assume something, run away, then try to bring it up later when you had enough time before that to bring it up, and all that time you missed, you could have worked it out. I mean, I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm hearing. But let me go and get another deck. If it's a job thing, you definitely took a stance and want to be quick to book to something else because the cat fight is becoming too much. And especially if they threw this extra little penny on it, it became way too much. It became way too much. You was like, I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying? These folks are stomping all over me and I just don't know. And what should I do? Blah, 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 blah. So that is a definite, especially with the hangman twice. That means the decision, the information been mulled over 2 times. Even this misinformation you got was mulled over 2 times. You know what I'm saying? It got mulled over 2 or 3 times, and it was what it was. So let me go ahead and see. 8 of Swords, you're not trapped. 10 of Wands, you feel it's a burden. That's definitely it. 6 of Wands again. Wow. In the upright. I'm going to get one more. And 5 of Wands. Wow. Wow. And then 5 of Wands underneath. Wow. Somebody is really mulling over bringing up something. Because they feel it's going to be a fight. The fight is on. You know, they figure. But this is all a head thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not trapped. You know what I'm saying? You're not trapped. If this is a relationship thing and about bringing up this pregnancy, or you feel if you bring it up it's going to destroy the relationship, you had the five of wands under here, it's going to cause a fight. But what I'm getting, if this is a pregnancy thing, you're not, it ain't like your mouth is sewn shut. You're not trapped of bringing the information out. I think the person that you're dealing with know it's going to be a burden, but y'all gonna have to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the Six of Swords twice. You're going to have to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's going to cause you to move into a bigger place or whatever, but y'all going to have to keep it moving. And on top of it, Five of Swords to me in the reverse means it is what it is. You got it in reverse. It is what it is. You just have to you have to get the, I'm hearing this, if this is a relationship thing, Leo, you doing this or they doing this to you, pregnancy, non-pregnancy, whatever. You need to, one, get it on the table. Number two, once the information is dropped, stop this stalling thing. You know what I'm saying? Stop listening to people that's trying to bring misinformation about your own thing. That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? Keep it moving. Yes, you know it's a burden. You know what I'm saying? To try to work everything out, or the pregnancy or whatever. You know it's a burden. You might as well accept it now. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the hangman twice. You already know you're going to have to accept it. You're going to have to eat it and bite it. Because take it as it is. There's no need to fight about it. It doesn't need to be dirty about it. Just take it as it is. Run with it. You know what I'm saying? And just open up and just drop the bird. Just drop the bird and let the chips fall where they may. You know what I'm saying? I'm making this so extended for Leo because they confusing me kind of. Let's see what's under the main deck. The Magician. Magician in reverse, saying that you feel like that because of these situations you don't have enough skill, but you do. You know, that's just the initial thought. It ain't the afterthought. You know what I'm saying? And the Devil in upright. That means you chained to it. This pregnancy, if it's a pregnancy and a relationship thing, that means you chained to it. It is what it is. You chained to it. There's nothing more to say about it, because the relationship now, this person being pregnant changes the whole dynamic of y'all relationship. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting this to a 1 in a zillion. Somebody thinking about leaving somebody because they're pregnant too. I didn't want to bring that up. That's why I brought it up at the very end. Because I try to do my readings to have some situations, and you know, all the situations, and try to have some resolution to it. I don't try to bring that up in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? Because that should be an afterthought. You know what I'm saying? The far-fetched afterthought when somebody don't have no backbone. How about that? And the Devil. Somebody is chained to either this idea that this person's going to act like this, if this information is brought up about wanting to leave, and if you're single and getting a new relationship because the relationship seems like it may be too new to work on themselves, and something got brought up real quick at the beginning of it, and the dude really likes this person or whatever, but they know their narcissistic ways or they being cold-hearted is not helping the relationship. That's one. If it's a pregnant thing, somebody don't want to drop, and they got it in their head that if they bring it up, you're not emotionally stable, so why even bring it up? Let the friends kiki about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it won't be verified until I bring it up, so it doesn't really matter. You know, let them kiki about it. Is it going to get back to the person? I'm not seeing the card. That I think it keeps bypassing the dude or the female or whatever. I think it's bypassing things. It's like it's being done behind closed doors, or they whispering about it. It is what it is. But you change to the idea of the reaction. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting. I'm not saying that you addicted to a Capricorn and all. No, I'm not saying all that. That's going too far out there. What it's saying is you are taking a stance, you're chained to it, that you're not going to drop no information about whatever needs to be changed in this relationship because you're afraid that that person's going to take a quick to book up out of it and not work out the issue with you like a couple, and it causes the relationship to dissolve. That's it. I mean, it ain't nothing more to it. Somebody be like, "Oh, you got the devil," and they chained to all these vices. And no, you can be chained to a circumstance. You don't even have to be chained to a vice or a drug or what. No, sometimes when these cards play out, and then the devil comes up or whatever, the devil becomes a action or an afterthought, or it becomes something that somebody is doing habitual. The habitual move of this is you're not dropping the information. That's what it is. That's the habit. There's no more to it. So I'm going to shake my lucky dice. I'm telling everybody in the readings, I drop the dice and give you a time frame. The time frame, it can start in February and go beyond, because February is just a video drop date. It could start in February and stuff. It could have started weeks past, but it's the kickoff. It's the kickoff. So, you got 11. 11 is your number. Break down to 2. That breaks down to 2 of wands. You got 2 different decisions you need to make. You got 2 of swords that you already got on the table, that you're caught in the cross of making a sound judgment. And that, to me, that's not this information being brought up. You got 2 of coins that you're trying to balance the situation. Reality versus fairy tale. This versus that. You know what I'm saying? 2 of cups, a relationship, a union. So basically this 11 breaks down to 2. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. All that fits with this reading. But pay attention to 11. You know what I'm saying? If you see 11 popping up at times on the clock or whatever, pay attention to what's happening around you, because it may be another option that's going to pop up for you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the right timing of 11 will make you drop the final word on somebody or whatever and get it all cleared up. So I hope you like this reading. Go ahead, and if my thing has a bell, go ahead and hit a bell on it, because I haven't been on my site for a while, and I know they change and they kind of update these sites to make them do, little fancy bells and whistles and stuff. So go ahead and hit the bell, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I will eventually go ahead and talk to you later.